like during their spiritual awakening, end up in psychosis, end up actually delusional, end up not knowing what's real, end up in that state also because they are following their own pride. They are not following God. Now, that's why you have a lot of people running around saying they are God, and I kind of understand where they're coming from. They're trying to acknowledge the fact that they have power, but it would be like wiser to realize that you're made in the image of God rather than to feel like you are a God. Because if I'm a God, you're a God, that's a God, we're a God, he's a God, she's a God, that takes credit away from the Most High God. It almost sounds like you're trying to make yourself equal, right? And then it's also a lot of people don't wake up spiritually to serve. A lot of people do not wake up spiritually to serve and to awaken others. They wake up spiritually because they want something. They want power. They want to manifest. They can do all of that stuff. All of that stuff comes with serving. But the problem is people start serving themselves. And that opens the door for other spirits to get in. And that opens the door for you to be influenced by anything, because you're just opening yourself up to any type of spirit so that you can have power, rather than serving God and taking the power that God gives you. And a lot of people speak down on the Christians. A lot of people speak down on them and say all type of stuff like they're brainwashed and stuff. But we're all brainwashed. Point blank period. Everything that anybody knows, nobody just knows. Nobody knows the truth. So every single one of us is brainwashed to a degree. And the problem is this is how a lot of people end up in hospitals. This is how a lot of people end up completely sounding crazy, delusional, not making no sense. It's because, bro, you're not following any type of higher power. You're following yourself. How the heck do you have an ego death and you wake up a God? That don't even make sense. That means your ego grew. If your ego died, you would become humbler. You would see yourself as less, not see yourself as more. That is your ego growing. But a lot of people don't see it that way because they follow that ego that they say died. So it's like, bro, we gotta really wake up, because we're not waking up right now. A lot of us are not waking up to what the real spirituality is, or to what the higher power is. A lot of us are just waking up to the fact that there is power and there is spirits in this world, but we're not waking up to the truth. And that's why nobody wants to listen either. That's why it's hard to spread messages, because everybody has pieces of the truth, but everybody also has lies. But the thing is, a lot of people are more comfortable following them lies and following their pride than they are following the Most High, Yahusha, Yeshua, Yahuwah, Yahweh, whatever you want to call it. Like,